What's good, y'all? Thank you for tuning in to another episode of the 347 podcast. Today, we have a special guest for you. Merch on the way, Discord coming soon, and don't forget the end of the year party. Hope y'all enjoy.
All right. Y'all ready, man?
We're back?
That's it. We back, man. It's episode 17. Last time was 16, so 16 plus 1 is 17.
17.
That's it, man. You know how it go. It's that. You know what's crazy? Because when I was hitting you up earlier, Noble, and you were saying like, oh yeah, my guy's gonna come for like the BTS.
Yeah.
And I'm like, nah, that's not Big Time Rush. That's like, that's not like Big Time Rush. That's like big BTS. But I didn't want to make it seem like I was out of tune. So I was like, damn, I know what he's talking about. So I'm like, yeah, facts. And he said it like 3 times already. I was like, I should probably just like text him and be like, yo, what do you mean by BTS,
yo,
bro?
what's that? Like, what is that?
But that's behind the scenes, you know. I'm just saying new to this. It's that. But,
shout out to Long behind the scenes.
Shout out to him.
yes, sir. Give him applause. You feel that? It's episode 17. Your host, Julius and Brian in the building. And we got Noble with us, man.
Yes, Noble Life. Please say life.
Wow. Yeah, show the.
Please say life.
Show the bling.
Chill. Please say life.
You know what's crazy, Noble? I'm actually happy you came on today because last week was the NBA Finals. Ultra sidebar. Last week was the NBA Finals, and I remember we went to that shit that event with Amon.
Yeah.
And we were talking about like what the Heat would need to do in order to beat the Nuggets. I'm real with you, bro. Jokic, he's just the best player in the world, bro.
Yeah, he bugged out. I'm not gonna lie. He bugged out. I mean, I feel like the idea I had, it wasn't that it was a bad idea. That's probably their best path. But they still just lost. Like, you know what I'm saying? But that, like, they didn't have any chance, in my opinion. Yeah, if they just kept Bam on him. Like, I feel like Bam should have been a helper because Bam is not strong enough to guard him one-on-one. Like, Jokic is one of those players where he has almost everything in his bag. And I low-key feel like it's harder to guard unathletic players. You feel me?
Let's talk about it,
because if
bro.
somebody is athletic, they're going to eventually tire down, or you can kind of gauge that. But when somebody's unathletic, it's just like pure skill that he's playing with. You know, he has a lot of these tricks, like these hooks, these bumps. Like, he's just so in control of his body at all times. Like, if you watch it, a lot of unathletic players aren't as in control of their body. When you're athletic
they're going
players,
100 miles per
exactly.
minute, bro.
And when you're unathletic, you know how your body's going to move the whole time. So, shout out to Jokic and shout out to the Denver Nuggets. They went crazy. I'm not going to lie.
It's funny because like
I lost some money, but
whenever he does a floater, it's just like a little soft little kiss.
Yeah.
His touch is crazy. He's like a taller Luka, low key. Like, him and Luka play. That might be the Euro stuff, but they play very similar.
They say international leagues is taking over NBA basketball, bro.
Low key, I mean, if you look at the top 10 players, we probably have more international players now than ever.
Well,
like, even
10.
Embiid, people don't think of Embiid as an international player. He's international.
Nah, he is, yeah.
Well, he don't play like an international player because he was feeding for the MVP all season, and now look, he got locked up by Al Horford, and no disrespect to Al Horford.
He's a good defender. Al Horford's a good defender.
But it's just like, bro, like you have the league MVP getting locked up by a 37-year-old big.
He was bugging in the regular season. You know what I think messed him up? Like, he did get injured at the end of that Brooklyn. Was it Brooklyn they faced?
Yeah.
I think he got injured at the end of that Brooklyn series, but I don't know, man.
How
Like,
many times you gonna get injured though?
That's a part of the game too. Like, you being injury prone, low key has like. That's like a flag on your resume, because if you're always injury prone, people gotta like put that into account. You feel me? So yeah, like I think Jokic for now at least put those talks to rest. Like, he was definitely the better center.
And honestly, I think the Nuggets are definitely gonna repeat. They gonna repeat. I don't know if they're gonna be a dynasty.
I'm waiting
I don't know. Yeah, I don't
for
think. Like, I mean, betting on anybody to repeat is just like a crazy bet. Like, you got to be dynastic to do that. But I would say that.
I like that word, dynastic. I like that.
I would say they're definitely in the run. Like, they're not going to be one of those championship teams that just fall off a cliff. Like, they're going to be Western Conference Finals or Finals again. Like, one of that. Like, they have the skill level, and I think they have the roster that's going to stay together. You feel me?
Yeah.
That's it. We were talking about before. You said that you releasing that your project on the 29th.
Yes, sir.
You feel me? I'm actually really excited about that because I was about to get my ticket today. Actually, you know, get in tune. That's it. But tell us more about that, bro. Like,
so the project is called Groovy Gangsta Music. It's kind of like accumulation of a sound I've been building for a little bit, especially since I released a song called Dance Off, which is probably my biggest song. I released that on my birthday in 2021, and it's just something that I've been building with my 2 producers, Osgod, shout out Osgod and Trent. And it's kind of like my idea of what I just felt like a unique sound would sound like for me, you know? I'm really big on like what's trending, and I love trap, I love drill, but for me as an artist, like to stay engaged, like sometimes when I just make the same shit over and over, like I get tired, and I'm like, all of my favorite artists ever kind of like had a unique look on music or the way that they like released it. You feel me? So for me, I was just like, what could I bring new? As well as like also being authentic. Like I really love groovy music. Like my first favorite artist ever was Michael Jackson. You feel me? And then I listen to trap every day. Like I love. I was like, what the fuck was that?
Yo, we finna, yo, remind me to edit that part out, bro.
Nah, I fuck with it. But I fuck with like Thug. I fuck with Baby. Like you feel me? So like this is the shit I listen to.
Thug.
Yeah, free
that Ratatouille album.
free King Slime.
I ain't gonna lie, like Twitter OD, not Twitter. Well, actually, all jokes come to Twitter, but there was like some guy tweeted like, "Oh, hope y'all listen to a snitch," and the guy retweeted like, and he posted Gunna's face with the Ratatouille shit. Honestly, like I feel like a lot of people who kind of fault Gunna for snitching would have snitched themselves.
Yeah, that's the funny part about it. I think the one thing about Instagram and internet is like you're allowed to point fingers without anybody checking your resume. Like when you're on a TV screen or anywhere, people could be like, what makes you allowed to have that opinion, right? On Instagram or Twitter, you can just have an opinion. Yeah. And nobody will ever know if it's like even allowed to be valid. Like, you feel me? And I guess we're in the world where everybody's opinion is valid type shit.
You know the problem is, there's too many hands in the fucking pot.
That's facts, bro.
And that's the thing. I think one thing I learned, it's kind of ironic because like we also have a voice and an opinion. And we're here talking right now. Like,
having a voice and
not opinion. Everybody deserves an opinion. I'm so sorry. There's some people who just don't deserve to like talk.
I feel you, bro.
I'm so sorry, bro.
I feel like not everybody deserves to have an opinion on something, but not everybody deserves to have an opinion on everything. You feel what I'm saying? And boom, that was a bar right there. But like, just keep your opinions to the shit that you know, or that like you feel me, you're valid. Like deep down, you know if you should be talking about something. You know, like when there's a roast battle going on, you're like, let me not even say that. Like you feel me? Like it's like
I ain't gonna say it like that. You feel me?
Exactly. Or somebody's talking about something, it's like I'm not even about to give my opinion on this. Like I already, you feel me? I just feel like people don't have that internal voice in their head. That's where the internet fucked up.
Well, I mean, you're an artist, so you run to 1,000 people, like every type of people, all walks of life every day. Like, how do you deal with like, I guess, negativity? Because this is gonna come with it.
Yeah,
with you.
I mean, I think I have a strong foundation. Like, I feel like confidence and knowing who you are is the biggest way to deal with negativity. Because 9 times out of 10, when I hear something negative, it's like it don't even really faze me because it's like people just be talking shit. Yeah, you feel me? Like 9 times out of 10, it's like, especially if somebody don't know me, like I'll hear what somebody says, and it's like that shit really just brushes off my shoulder. And I don't think people are born like that. Like, I just feel like my parents gave me a lot of confidence. And I think the best way to deal with negativity and like having that shield is being yourself. I feel like a lot of people aren't themselves, so they already have an insecurity in them, you know, because they know they faking.
But what if you don't even like yourself?
That's true.
Let's talk about it now.
I mean, if you don't like yourself, then I think everybody deep down knows if they don't like themselves or why they don't like themselves. You feel me? Like, I just feel like people aren't honest with themselves. Like, that's the biggest thing. Like, people, a lot of times I talk about people that's like, when people be lying or something, I'm like, I don't even think people are lying to me. People be lying to themselves. So they don't even really be knowing.
Jeez,
you get what I'm saying? Like, niggas don't even be...
break my button, bro. Some shit, bro. Some shit.
Nah, when niggas is shiesty liars or do a lot of backdoor shit, like, I stopped taking that shit personal because it don't even be about me. It's them. They lying to themselves. So it's like, if you lying to yourself, you lie to anybody. That shit is really crazy, bro. So that's how I look at it.
What's the craziest lie someone has ever told you?
Damn.
Like, you look back at it and you're like, yo, there's no way I believe that, bro.
Yeah, like
I don't. Yeah,
there's some generational cap.
I will say, I was dating someone 2 years ago. And this is probably just me being personal, just being petty, but like, at the time though, like when we were like dating and stuff, she was just like, "Oh, like I'm just not in the space to do this right now. Like I just don't want a relationship. I just want to." You already know how this is gonna go, right? Yeah. So I'm like, "All right, bet, cool, fine. You know, I want to respect this space. You feel me?" And then, literally, as we stopped talking, bro, she literally gets back with her ex not even 2 weeks after.
You know what's so funny about that?
It's so crazy to me. And like, I'm just there sulking, bro. Like, I'm just feeling sorry for myself, bro. I'm like, damn, I suck.
No. Bro, I'm probably going to catch flight for this, but fuck it. Like, same thing fake happened with my last ex. Nah, that's a good question. Now, that might be what I'm saying, right? Yo, like, nah, no funny shit.
I gotta think of one.
No funny shit. She said... Same thing. Oh, I'm not looking for. I probably won't get in a relationship for a year. Word to my dead 10. No, yeah. Now this shit is bad funny. 10 days. 10 days at. But it's funny because there's a meme. I'm gonna send you that shit where he's like talking to the cop about his ex.
I know
he said 10 days.
10 days.
10
days, bro.
And word to my dead, the shit was dead 10 days, and I have that meme on replay on my phone. That shit was
She's salty right now. She sees what you're doing.
Yeah, I mean, I just think I'm the type of person that it's hard to root against. So even like when people try,
even when you try to root against,
like even if people like deep down try to make up these stories or whatever the case may be, deep down like I'm the people's champ. Like everybody want me to win because it's like I give out that good energy.
I'm
you
the
feel
hood
me?
hero
Type shit. So yeah, I think it's hard to root against me. So I think even all my exes want me to win. Type
you
shit.
don't consider yourself a petty person because I'm petty as fuck. I'm gonna be real with you. Like I definitely block people over like little shit, bro.
See, but I'm pettier because I want you to see me. Like I want you to I want you to see me, and you're gonna feel it.
But it's not
and
like
you're gonna feel it bad.
No, bro,
yeah, you gotta see me.
You kill him with success.
Exactly.
Kill him with success.
I thought it was killing with kindness.
Yeah, but like if you block, the way I look at it is if you block somebody, then it's like out of sight, out of mind. Like I like to see that.
To see me,
yeah,
like, bro,
you don't follow me, but you keep watching my stories.
You know what the trick is?
You gotta type in my name.
You gotta unblock. You gotta not have them blocked, but you gotta mute them though.
Yeah.
So they watch what you doing, but you never seen what they doing. Out of sight, out of mind. But I don't know. Me, like, I'm the type of person where it's just like, I need to see. It's gonna sound so twisted, but like, especially if I'm with somebody who like I feel like did me wrong in the past.
Yeah,
I want to see them like I guess struggle. And
that's that's respect, bro. People be lying. They be like, "Yo, I want the best for my ex." Stop lying.
I don't want the best for my ex.
You want like the mid. Like you want me to like. You don't want them to die, but you want them to struggle. Like you feel what I'm saying? Like you. Because like think about it. If somebody leaves you and they do better, then it's just like, damn, maybe I was the problem.
Maybe it was me, bro. Like,
maybe I was the problem.
Yo, I kid you not, bro. I think I was page surfing, bro. I was page surfing the other day. Like this was like a couple months ago. I was page surfing, and like I see the last person I was talking to, and they're doing so well, and I'm like,
damn,
it's so fucked up.
Yeah, I hate that.
Like, I'm like, yo, bro, there's no way.
Yeah,
there's no way she living it right now, bro. There's no way.
Like you left me, and you're doing better. That doesn't even sound right.
But like,
shit.
If she is listening to this, bro, like, no hard feelings.
Yeah,
like,
no hard feelings.
Like, you feel me? Like, we doing good. And I'm happy for you.
Yeah,
some shit, bro. Like, I had to be like in my bag for a little bit.
Yeah, I feel you.
Like,
That's just the human element. It's regular.
It is what it is. But honestly, I think the point is that like, try not to just compare yourself to others.
Yeah,
you feel me?
And
like
be
everyone
yourself.
has their own journey. You feel me? Like if you talking to somebody and it turns out that you guys being separated and they go off doing their own thing, then that's their journey. That's their story. You feel me? And
that's
facts. It doesn't have to be your story. You doing your own thing, whatever. And like, I hope your ex is good. Yeah. I ain't gonna hope your ex is good, but
my ex, I see her all the time. Like she's a dope person. Like it's not even like that for sure. Like it was just a funny occurrence in my head.
Bro. That's maturity,
I've grown a lot. Like I definitely used to wish badly on all my exes, but I just think when you grow and like the further you go in life, you realize is that the same shit you said. Everybody has their own journey. You know, you could look at things two ways. Like I always feel like a lot of people think things are falling apart, but what if things are falling into place? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what if this is just the way the shit's supposed to happen? Like, you're going to be mad at the people you going to be mad at all the time, but what if that was necessary to be the best version of you? You feel me? So really, when I really sit back and look at it now, I just be thanking these people like, yo, because I wouldn't have stepped up this and I wouldn't have done this if, you know, I stayed in that situation. You feel what I'm saying? So really, shout out to her. Like, shout out to all my exes that left me because every time it happened, I became a better version of myself.
What made you grow? Like, what was that thing that made you grow?
I think anything that hurts you forces you to either shrink or grow. Like, you feel me? It's like a point of inflection. So, like, I mean, like I said, I have a lot of confidence. Some people might be saying it's overconfidence, but when you have a situation where somebody like leaves you, like I really like feel like I'm that nigga. So if somebody decides to leave you, it just makes you ask that question, like, why would that person ever want to do that? So I have a lot of conversations with myself in the mirror, like literally, like I'll be talking to myself, like, what do you need to work on? So I think anytime you have I guess to say like a big moment, whether it's a breakup or God forbid like a family death or just anything big that happens in your life, I think it's the perfect time to take the opportunity to reflect. And I think growth comes from reflection type shit. So.
Word. I agree with you because whenever you're tested, I feel like you have to look within to yourself to be like,
believe
what
yourself.
what am I gonna change or what do I have to do so this doesn't happen to me again, or what can I do to be a better person?
Yeah, no, and I think like the people who have that mindset and skill are going to be better off than the people who don't. Like I just feel like people lack the ability to do that or even take accountability. The first thing I ask in every situation is, am I bugging? That's the first thing because
am I bugging?
Yeah, because people don't know how to ask themselves that because you might be bugging type shit. You feel me? Like, so
but
yeah,
honestly,
that's a good thing to have.
You just gotta coach yourself. You feel me? Like, even if you know you bugging, you just gotta keep it gangster sometimes.
Yeah, for
like,
real.
If I'm already balls deep in, like, let's say I'm in an argument, right? And like, I already feel like I'm losing the argument. And after the argument, I realize that like, oh, I was bugging out the whole time.
Like, damn, I was bugging.
Honestly, unless they catch it out, I'm just gonna keep. I'm gonna keep turning down. I'm like,
that's
yo, bro.
the thing.
I'm gonna be real, bro. I wasn't there. Even I was there. You feel me?
Nah, it's cool to like. You could do that as long as you're honest with yourself. Like, as long as later you're like, damn, I was fake bugging. But like,
as long as you're talking to God later, be like, yo, you know what it was, right?
you know my heart.
Funny that you said that like fucking that you cool with your ex right now.
Yeah.
It's taboo.
It is taboo
for a lot of people to be
okay,
cool.
time out. I wouldn't say I'm cool. That's a strong word, but like cordial, like you feel me?
Cordial,
like
okay.
it's no beef type shit. But cool is heavy. Like, that's,
So like you had a show, right?
Yeah.
Would you invite her to a show?
So I would definitely invite her to my show because like I think for me my music is my most important thing. Like I'm not the type of person like that I wouldn't want somebody to enjoy what I'm giving. Like I think what I make is for everybody. I would definitely want her to come to my show. But I would take it personal if they didn't. Like, you know what I'm saying?
That's
like,
crazy.
I would take it personal.
You would take
it? For sure. Especially if you like were with somebody. And like, you know, when you with somebody, they support you and all this other shit.
But
So
was
it's
she
like
with you when you was doing the music?
Yeah,
All right,
for sure.
all right,
My most recent ex for sure. So it's like if you you support somebody. Like I'm the type of person. If you my ex, like as long as you ain't slap my mother, like or some wild shit.
Homie, son, as long as you ain't beat my mother up, bro. We
like,
gonna be straight, bro.
If I supported you when we was together, I'm gonna support you after. That's the type of man I am. I just stand on word and I stand on principle. So like if you got something going on and I support you, we break up for whatever reason, I'm gonna still clap for you. That's just how I am. So.
Good.
I expect that from people in my life, and if they don't do that, I definitely look at them sideways. Especially if like you somebody that I quote unquote cared about. You feel me?
You know what the problem is? I don't put expectations on people. That's the issue.
Yeah.
And that's my thing. Like I feel like a lot of people get hurt because you expect people to do something and they don't do it. Like
exactly.
We're humans at the end of the day. You feel me? So it's just like I'm never gonna ask you to do something if I can't do it myself.
Yeah.
There's no way I will never ask you to do something if I can't do it myself, bro.
And I agree with that, but that's I'm the type of
I'll
person.
be hurt though.
Yeah.
I'm still be hurt though.
Yeah.
You feel me? You say you don't get me them Jordans, and you didn't get me them Jordans, bro. I'm tight right now, bro.
I get where you're coming from because like shit that we're doing now, I feel like people see that we're what we have going on, but like I don't take it as a grain of salt because I know you're gonna tune in the future.
Exactly.
Because when you see our shit on TikTok, Instagram, or YouTube. And all it takes is that one follow, one subscriber, one share,
one video
for that shit to go crazy. So like, I feel like the people are gonna catch on to it soon if they like it or not.
Yeah, that's why I never take that shit personal because the way I look at it is like sometimes you just gotta realize that your moment ain't come yet. Like even like I never beg my friends to like listen to my music, nothing because it's like. Just because somebody's not jacking what you're doing at the moment doesn't mean that they don't rock with you. You feel me? It doesn't mean that they're not your friend. And I think that's one of the hardest things I had to come to reality with making music for so long. It's like, yo, just because this person is not going all out, like everybody has their own lives, bro. Facts. You feel me? Like, and I think when you are doing something that's bigger than yourself, we all have main character syndrome. So we just like, nigga, it's my movie.
I feel like I'm the main character in every story.
You feel me?
I'm the main character in every story.
You feel me? So like, I just wait till people come along on their own, and they always do because like if you just stay consistent, people gonna eventually see. Just like you said, it takes one video, share, whatever.
And the thing is that we got think of people like ourselves. You on YouTube, right? And you watching this guy for months on his videos. Like you watch his workout videos, you taking his plans, all that stuff, bro.
You
and then literally 2 years into you following him. Nah, I'm gonna hit subscribe.
No,
bro.
dead ass.
Nah, I'm hit subscribe.
No, it's
like
actually
that,
crazy. There's people I watch every day who I'm not subscribed to. Like you just see now you about to make me go subscribe to niggas.
Now you about to go through every star like, hey bro, like I'm sorry if I forced you to subscribe, but like feel me, if you fuck with it, then you can stay subscribed.
Nah, dead ass. That's actually hilarious.
No, 100%. And I said workout videos, but I do see that you work out like a lot actually. Like
I'm back in it too.
It's a whole thing. Like I think it's pretty cool actually because I be in and out of the gym. That's my problem. And for me, like I also like picked up watching boxing a lot lately. So like
me too. Yeah.
Like what like
I've been watching a lot of highlights. Like I hadn't been into boxing a lot since like Mayweather kind of like retired or whatever. But like I watched the recent Gervonta fight, and then I was looking at all the competition, whether it's Devin Haney or Shakur, because I was hearing these names.
I think Devin Haney is good. I'm so sorry.
I started watching these people's full fights, and in my opinion, I think Gervonta would give him the work.
But let me not say he gonna fuck me up.
Yeah, type shit. But yeah, I've been watching boxing a lot lately, and definitely the fitness shit too. So
the fitness shit, yeah. So like, how long? What made you like? What started that? Like, what made you get up one day and be like, "Yo, I'm about I'm about to show it off.
Unfortunately, and I hate to give people this type of credit, man, every great thing that's happened in my life, low-key came after a woman, bro. And
that's crazy.
It sucks, but that's why I respect. Me personally, I respect women. I think they could be. Like,
I might have to edit that part out,
bro. If you look at history, though, every like war or like big bag, like it all came after a woman. Like even look at the Trojan War. But anyway,
that's true.
My last ex, shout out to her. Not the most recent one, but the one before that one. Like 3 years ago.
So not the recent ex.
Yeah. All right, so let me break it down.
Don't confuse that, y'all.
Yeah, type shit. 2019 broke up with me. You feel me? I was in a bad place. I was like 220 pounds. I was like 50 pounds heavier than I am now.
Damn, that's crazy.
And I just wasn't really feeling good physically. You know what I'm saying? Like I was tired a lot. So I was like, yo, I want to make a change. So it was August. And I was like, yo, I'm going to start some shit called Active August. Fuck it. I'm big on
Active August.
Yeah, I'm big on alliteration. And I'm also big on like starting shit at a certain time because it helps me like mentally. Like everything's a mind game. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to do Active August. I'm not planning to do this forever. I'm going to just make sure I work out every day in August and see where I'm at the end of August.
Okay.
At the end of August, I had lost 15 pounds. So I was like, shit, I might as well keep going.
Now it's September.
Sexy September, Aki October, like that. I started wilding out. And then in that September, after me and my previous ex had broke up, I met my most recent ex, who happened to be a fitness instructor, and that's when it really changed.
That's
you feel me? So that's why I always respect her and shout out to her too, because she really did change my life on that too. Because she was already in the fitness world, and I saw how it was not a thing she had to do, but it was a part of her life. So once I started looking at fitness, like you want to get up and move your body every day so you can be healthy, I was like, oh, that shit is easy, and it's something that stuck with me since then.
And like you was fuck with her, so
yeah,
like,
exactly.
It was y'all working out was also y'all linking.
You feel me? Like bonding over
bro.
workouts. She would be in the gym with clients and shit. So it was like easy to get into that. So now it's kind of just a part of my life forever, like fitness type shit.
I think it's easier to be in a relationship with somebody that like does what you do.
Facts.
Because just like you never had to spend time. I always say this, in college it was the best time to link somebody.
Yeah, for sure.
Because you can be broke and still get all the girls, bro. You can be broke and get everybody, bro.
Now that's facts.
But like now that you outside of college, now you gotta plan shit out. Oh, do you have allergies? You don't like mac and
do you have
cheese?
allergies? It's crazy.
It's crazy, bro. But if you find somebody, it's nice to find somebody that like does what you do or does something that you're interested in doing.
Or fits in the flow of your life, because then there's less planning. It's more like we're going to just happen to see each other anyway. Like, you feel me? If you got to plan too much to see people, it's going to eventually fall apart. Because everybody got their own shit.
I need a plan. If I don't plan, bro, I'm not linking, bro.
Yeah, nah, I feel you.
If I'm
that type of way
planner,
too.
we're not going to link. Even we just going up the block. Are we going to go up the block? We're going to turn right?
Yeah.
We're going to be here.
What are we doing when we go up the block? Like, shit.
I'm sorry. I'm just a little jittery right now because I didn't have my phone going to the bathroom. And you know one thing I noticed, like, when you don't, we bring our phones everywhere we go.
That's
like,
facts.
Everywhere we go, like, I'm in the bathroom, bro, and like, I don't know what to do.
Yeah.
And I have no idea.
Bro, sometimes
like,
I go into the bathroom and just sit down and be on my phone. Like, I don't even be using the bathroom. I'll just be I do that a lot. Crazy. Like, all my friends know that at me. They'll come banging on the bathroom. Like, I know you're not using it. Like, cause sometimes, I don't know, like, sometimes, because people think like I'm an extrovert because I'm really good speaking to people. Like, I'm good in crowds, public, everything. But sometimes I just want to be left the fuck alone. So like nobody bothers you in the bathroom.
You're
extrovert.
You're an extrovert introvert.
Yeah, type shit.
I'm an introvert. Nah, I'm an extrovert introvert too.
Yeah,
I'm not good with crowds, but definitely I like my alone time.
You feel me? Sometimes it's just good to be alone. Like I feel like for me too, is because when I'm around people, I'm exerting so much energy. I'm never really a low energy nigga. So it's like, you feel me?
So how do you find a balance?
I don't know.
You want something to pen?
Like I think, I'm straight. I think the balance is I'll take that time by myself and just shut the fuck up. Like I don't even really like hearing my own voice sometimes. I'm just like, I'm gonna just go to the crib. Shit like working out, shit like stretching. I'll do like some yoga shit. You feel me? I just adopted something this year where like when I first wake up to try and get away from like the crowd. Cause I feel like, you ever notice that the first thing you do when we wake up is I grab our phone and what we see on that screen can really affect us for the rest of the day. So what I've been trying to do, and I haven't been 100%, but the mindset of doing it has helped me, is I try and actually like journal for like 10 minutes when I first wake up, and then like do just like my quick morning routine, like read a book or something like that before I grab my phone.
You're more disciplined than me.
Yeah, it's hard. I haven't straight to work. I haven't done it. I haven't done it every day, but like I try to wake up and journal, stretch, and then go get a workout, and then like I'm on my phone then. You know what I mean?
For me, like, is this a consistency thing? Because I'll start something and I'm doing it. Like I'm week in, I'm 2 weeks in. And I'm good, and then something happens where I don't do that one day, and I'm like, I bet I'm gonna do it the next day.
Yeah.
The next day come like, I can't do this.
It's
day.
always like that,
and it's
man.
like that, and I feel like that's how I'm at with the gym right now. You feel me? Like, I'm going to it, and like I'm doing what I gotta do. You feel me? And like I do see a change with my body and everything like that. But like lately, like since I've been trying to like write my thesis and all that stuff for school and all that shit, like I just haven't been making a lot of time for like the self improvement things. You feel me? Like the happiness things. So you know, you just gotta make that balance and stuff. I mean, it's good that you journal because I have mad journals in my closet, and I ain't open one of them unless I'm trying to talk shit. Like I only journal if I'm really trying to talk shit because I don't like talking shit on social media.
Like, what do you get out of it? Like,
so I think it forces you to think about things that you wouldn't necessarily think about, because when you're staring at a blank page, you're like, what the fuck am I about to write down? Like, what am I about to write down? So I think a lot of times we're able to like almost be on autopilot. Like we don't necessarily think about things. And I think when you journal, it makes you address things that are like stopping you from functioning at your highest self. You feel me? So a lot of times I'll write about something I'm just feeling that I would never say out loud. Like, you know what I mean? Like I'll never, even chopping up on my homeboys, it's just certain shit I don't really need to talk about. You feel me?
You ain't gotta put it on the table.
You feel me? But then it's just like when I'm journaling, like I feel like I could say anything to the journal. Like
I
it's
asked
like
that because like journaling from my perspective, I see it as just writing stuff down, but I guess you get feelings and emotions from writing it down. Yeah, and it's good to. I thought it was good to talk about it, but it's also. But I guess also good
or
to,
it's like for some people who just don't. Like, I think it's a stepping stone. Sometimes if you're uncomfortable talking about it, maybe you start to journal first. And now that you're even like confronting those feelings, it's easier to speak about it later. So what I've found is that I'll journal about something, and then like, let's say if it's an issue with somebody or it's involving somebody else, I'll be able to speak to them about it afterwards, like a lot easier than just with my more truer feelings than if I hadn't journaled. You know what I mean?
I have a question, right?
Yeah.
When you're dealing with a woman, do you be
There's a lot of woman talk saying, man,
like
that's
straightforward? Like you don't bullshit. Like you just straightforward with most of the stuff you do.
All right, I'm gonna be honest, man.
Most of the stuff you say to her.
I'm gonna look at this camera. Now
joke's over.
I've tried, like, for the most part, yes. But I've found that anytime I'm completely honest with anybody, it's never gone to my benefit. And maybe it's like, life is not about things always working out for you the best. Because, like, once you tell somebody the truth, it's up to them how they want to handle it.
100.
But what I've realized is that it's not about lying, but you have to just choose your words and the way you say shit very carefully with people. Especially, I'm sorry, it sounds misogynistic, but especially women that I've seen. Like, so when I'm with women, it's like, I think, all right, perfect example. If you're with your homeboy, right? And he's like, yo, I feel like I'm getting fat. I'm like, nigga, you're fat. Like, you feel me? And there will be no problem. Like, I just said it straightforward, right? Yeah. But if you're with a woman and she's like, I'm getting fat, and let's say she is getting fat, you cannot say that. No. I don't care what she says, my brother in Christ. You cannot say that. You cannot say that. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like, it's not about lying, but you got to massage. You got to just hit it with the side step real quick. You feel me? It's like, you still got to get to the point, but you're like, nah, you feel me? You looking a little thick, but it's good. You feel me? Like, you just got to. With women, you definitely gotta address things in a different manner with men. That's just in my experience for sure.
I mean, it's all about delivery. You feel me? Because
exactly.
Pizza, and you get it outside the box. You know, like, well, the pizza's still here, but like, I don't want this shit no more. You
that was actually a great analogy.
That was a good analogy. I've been trying to get my analogy game up. Really, it's kind of hard though because I gotta read a lot. That's the thing. Like I watched this guy called Colin Cowherd on He's a sports
FS1.
Yeah, FS1. And like a lot of people will hate him because he has a lot of conservative like takes, but I think the way he articulates his like arguments, like it makes sense. Yeah. I remember one argument he said that like back in 2019 when the Raptors was like up, they said, oh, Kawhi Leonard. He had said like Kawhi Leonard might be the best player on the court, but he's not the most important player for the Raptors. Yeah. And I sat there for a second. I'm like, nah, no fucking way. He did not just say that. Because if you're the best player on the court, wouldn't you say
you're usually the most important.
Yeah.
Because what if Jokic wasn't there? What if Jokic wasn't up and down the court dishing it out?
I think when people do shit like that, man, they just be playing semantics. Because, like, the best player typically is the most important. Because, like, okay, obviously, people will be like, well, without, I don't know, Fred VanVleet, they wouldn't have won. Without Kawhi Leonard, they're not in the finals. So it's like, who's the more important player? Like, you get what I'm saying? I just feel like when your expectations are lower, it's like people are more likely to prop you up because they're like, he wasn't supposed to do that. He's really, really important.
I
but it's
actually hate
like,
when people prop me up. I hate people prop me up. I think it's, again, with the whole expectation thing, is like, do you get overwhelmed when people like try to prop you up or like?
Nah, I love it.
I get it.
He
like,
said, I love it.
Homie said, I love this shit. I love it.
wait, where's that from? He said, I love it. I fucking love it. Nah, I like when people massage my ego in that way. I mean, me personally, it's just confirmation because I be telling myself the same shit.
What's
like,
your zodiac sign? What's your zodiac sign?
I'm a
bro?
Virgo. I don't know if that means something, man.
What month is
People
that?
be hating on Virgos.
That's definitely
it's
September.
late August into September.
I know Virgos are like pretty like analytical. You feel me?
Type shit. That's what people say. But nah, like, honestly, like, I'm not the type of person where I'm always hot. Like, there's times where I question what I'm doing. You know, like, I tell people, like, they're like, yo, do you ever doubt that you're gonna make it in music or you're good at music? And I'm like, nah, my biggest fear is always that, like, people might not see how great I am. It's not that I'm not great, but I do understand that there might be a point where people maybe never really appreciate my greatness or what I have to offer. So same way, it's just like, when people prop me up, it's like I knew that. And that's why I think it's so important to have that confidence, because it's just like a girl, right? Girls who have low self-esteem, it's so easy to like manipulate them or get them, because you just give them one compliment and they're like, oh my God. So
that's crazy, because there are people taking notes right now as we speak. That's crazy.
You feel me? So even the same thing with you. It's like, imagine you got low self-esteem and somebody starts propping you up. They got you feeling real nice. It's easier to finesse you. So that's why I don't even be tripping like people like, oh, it's like, yeah, thank you. You telling me what I know, I appreciate you. But it's like, I've been knew that. And now you're not really bringing nothing extra to the table with a compliment.
That's crazy.
That's a good way to look at it.
You feel me?
But like, I feel like well, if that's going off of that, then like I feel like both parties need to have like the same, or at least around the same ballpark of confidence. You feel me?
Yeah, because
like you said, like if I'm with somebody and my confidence is like to the ground, and her confidence just seems to be skyrocketed, she's always gonna be in a position of power. And like, again, not to sound misogynist or anything like that, but like, I don't like to feel like I'm not in a position of power.
Yeah, I mean, that's everybody.
That's everybody.
But like, I've dealt with, and I don't know how this works, but I've been in relations with a lot of insecure women, and I don't know if they're insecure or they're just insecure in comparison to me, because I have ultra confidence, and I don't know if like maybe it's they're attracted to how confident I am. They're like, yo, I wish I could be like that, because you know, people, the easiest way to get a trait that you like is to be around people with those traits. So I find that a lot of people who are looking for confidence will be around me, but that shit is low-key draining too, because then it's like you're always feeding their energy, but you're not getting it back.
That's it. I mean, it goes both ways.
Exactly.
For sure. Honestly, speaking of girls being insecure, has there ever been anyone, because you go into the gym, all right, and you post a lot of videos, has there ever been anyone trying to holler at you at the gym?
Yeah.
Because girls get hollered at the gym by guys all the time, you know, and like, obviously, like, it can be annoying because you just want to work out and then someone's trying to talk to you. You feel me? So a lot of women go through that for sure.
Wait. I feel like men always have to holler at the girls. Girls never holler at the men, though.
I do think women should holler at men.
I
more
think
often.
women shoot their shot differently. So it doesn't look like that.
Subtle.
It doesn't look like coming up to the gym.
They're not gonna outright be like, yo, I want you.
Example, please? Can you give an example?
I mean, I'm gonna come clean.
It's
gonna sound funny, but like,
fuck it.
if I post a few stories, whether I'm showing my body or just like drip or whatever, and a girl starts liking my stories, if you like more than one story, I already know you're shooting your shot, because it be simple shit like that. Think about it. Think about it. Hold up. Think about it, because women don't do shit like that, bro. They really don't.
If I had someone watch my story multiple times, like twice, I'm getting ready to marry you, gangsta.
Type shit.
I'm like, yo, you're mine now, bro.
You like 3 photos in a. Just say you love me already. Like, what are you talking about? Like, women shoot their shot very differently.
They're discreet with it though. That's it.
They basically women shoot their shot by showing you that they would like you to talk to them. Like, you get what I'm saying? But like in person, I've had women come up to me, not necessarily at the gym, but like they always compliment like something I'm wearing or something adjacent.
You think if a woman compliments what you're wearing, that's a sign of.
I mean, every time they have complimented something I'm wearing, like, it has led to that. In my personal opinion, not in my personal opinion, but in my situations, I've had multiple girls approach me, and every time a girl has approached me, they've been on timing. Like, you feel me? So
damn,
I feel like
ugly as fuck.
Yeah. Nah, you know what I told somebody? Because somebody, like, men actually don't get approached at all. I just think I look unique enough for somebody to say something to me, and then also like I make music, so it's easy. Like, girl be like, oh, I like your song or something like that. Like, you know,
how is that? I like your song.
I like it, but it's like, but you know what it is? It's just like they never really like your song that much. They like you. Like, you get what I'm saying? And it's the same situation. Anytime I've talked to a girl, she's my biggest fan until we break up. And it's just like, yeah, my boy dying over there.
It's funny because lately my throat just gonna pause,
Hey,
bro.
yo.
I was gonna, relax. I was gonna say,
Time
like,
out. Time out,
I was
brother.
feeling kind of parched.
He said, yo, lately my throat. Whoa, brother.
Hey, yo, all right. Anyway, what were y'all talking about? Y'all talking about?
We were talking about women approaching.
Yeah, women approaching. I'm
But
ugly as fuck.
I've
That's all I'm gonna say.
never had a woman approach me at the gym, but
Word.
I have had men approach me at the gym. That actually has, because one thing about men will always be men, even if they're gay. Like, men are always on timing. So like, gay dudes approach me all the time, but like, I honestly handle that pretty well. I'm just like,
oh my god,
I don't say anything. I just think they get the idea.
They get the
that
beats. They get what I'm doing.
Yeah, because
But
I get it though. Like, you know what it is, bro. Niggas don't be clean. Niggas don't be that fly. So like, niggas be seeing me and like I'm real put together well. So they be thinking, like, you feel me? But I'm just like, nah, I'm just like on my print shit. Like, you feel me? Like, I'm just some pretty
etiquette,
nigga.
though. I think a lot of women appreciate men who actually take care of themselves.
Yeah.
Like, get the nails done,
Facts,
does
facts,
the face
facts,
washes. You
facts,
feel me?
facts.
Like, does the manicures, does the
Exactly.
pedis, bro. Like,
You feel me?
It's not just taking her to the nail
Yeah.
salon.
You
gotta take
going to the nail salon,
Bro, I be on my
too.
skincare. I be on my skincare, my hair care, all that shit.
What's you know what skincare I use?
What?
So I use I have to get new products. But I use like this hydraulic acid thing.
Okay.
The serum thing.
Yeah.
I use vitamin C. Vitamin C brightens up that
That's
skin.
fire.
I think it's a brand called Inky.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a black and white thing.
I gotta check
think
it
you've
out.
Seen it, yeah.
I use a brand called Stripped Beauty. It's actually one of my homegirls that I know.
Sponsor.
Yeah, it's sponsored by Stripped Beauty. Now we stop, but they're actually super dope. They're in Poughkeepsie. Like, she lives up there, but she went to St. John's, so her brand is fire. Like, people always ask me about my skin. Like, I use all her products, so shout out to her for sure.
Sorry, I was just smoking. But
Yeah,
shout out to
my
her,
voice.
man. Yo, give her the
Boo,
applause.
give her the
man. 100%. No, we had the, it's funny, we had the applause that was like explosive, that it was like a whole like imagine it was at like a Uzi concert. You feel me? Like, it was like OD like that. It was a lot sometimes.
Yeah.
We had the headphones.
What is the applause now?
The applause now, well, when you see it in the
Yeah,
edit,
I'll
the
go see it in
applause,
post.
It's calm. It's like if it's like a little like speakeasy, you about to do a show and you're like this. Like, it's enough people, but it's not like deafening. You
Yeah.
feel
Okay,
me?
I like that.
It's funny because now that you mention it, the first show I went by you and stuff, that's the first time I seen you perform. Like, I love the energy you bring.
Yeah.
When you fucking
Word.
yeah. You gotta give him the applause for that one. Like, I actually love the energy you bring out and stuff. And I
Yeah.
think like a part that goes into performing is not even necessarily your music and stuff. Like, it doesn't even matter what you're saying. Like, I know artists who are like good lyrically and just bad performers. Like, I'm gonna be real with you. Like, A Boogie, he's a great artist, bro. Like, I listen to his music all the time, but I don't think he's a great performer. And I think
When's the
that
last time
actually,
you saw him perform?
Last time I saw him before, I saw him like years ago, though.
Okay.
So maybe it could be just that.
I was about to say, I actually saw him in Atlanta this year with a mutual friend, Iman.
Yeah,
we went to go
Iman,
see him,
yeah,
and
yeah.
it was actually a good concert. It was a really good concert. But I do know what you mean. A lot of
I mean,
artists
maybe he's
are
a good artist now.
Yeah,
But like,
a lot of artists are studio
Perform.
artists as compared to like performing artists, because it's two different things. Like, it's people think you make a song that you could perform, and that's where people
Yeah.
got the game fucked up. Like, there's so many different elements to this, and I pride myself on, like, I'm talking about, like, I used to do rehearsals in front of a mirror, like rent out a studio, because I do understand. Or especially for me, like, when I'm performing, I'll have people there who know my music. The majority of people don't. So what's
Yeah.
gonna captivate them? You feel me? It's your stage presence, your energy, and all that fire shit. So I really do work on that a lot. And you guys obviously saw it at the last show. That
yeah,
that's
it
something I work
was
on.
hope. Actually, it was so dope because I get there, right? And like, first of all, and that's why I love like listening parties.
Yeah.
Because like for me, like, even though I do like a lot of people, I'm not really too like, I never really like going to the parties where a lot of dancing parties. Like, I'm not really.
Yeah.
I do
You in
love
the cut.
dancing though, but like, I just really mostly in the cut. Like, I like going to listening parties or like parties where we go there and it's like a whole, like, people were dancing and people were
Yeah.
getting lit, and that's what I
Yeah.
loved. But it wasn't like OD crazy where like it was dark.
Yeah,
You feel
it was
me? Where,
also a
like,
day party.
it was also a day party too. So like, even though if you like, there was a section where people wanted to dance and people was getting lit, but there's also a section,
You
a
can just
lot
chill.
of section where you can just chill and just
Yeah.
talk. And mostly we're just chilling and talking. But
Yeah.
like the DJ, I don't know who was. Who was
from
DJing
my
that
DJ,
day?
Brian Bacano. First of all, shout out to the people like my boy Coop puts that together. Saturday Love. They do it every Saturday at Pony Boy, and it's a great vibe. It's that same vibe that you're talking about. Like it's lit enough to be a party, but it's chill enough that it's in the day vibes, drinks.
And that's all I want. Lit enough to be like, we can turn it up at any moment. Like, as soon as he picks up the music, then y'all can go in.
It goes crazy.
But then like there's a time period where they're playing remixes of songs.
Exactly.
There. It was dope, bro. And so when y'all came on, it's funny because I was supposed to go see Aya that day, and I came literally at the end of her show, bro.
Shout out to Aya. She's so great.
Shout out to you, Aya.
She's talented.
That's on episode.
That was episode 13,
13.
I think. Or 12. It was 12. It was 12. It was 12, right? I think it was 12.
I was like 12.
Comment below. It was 12. I'm real with you. It was
Shout out
12,
John
bro.
Moran.
Shout out to yo.
You know 12 out here.
It's funny. I'm thinking, the way Adam Silver was fucking talking, I really thought this nigga was gonna get like 50 games.
Word to
like
everything,
the season, bro.
When my boy told me he got 25 games, I was like, I thought, like
I swear I thought he was gonna get
I
suspended.
thought there
for
was
the
a
season, bro.
small percentage that
was
he'd
like
be
50.
suspended for the season. I wouldn't have been dumb surprised, but I was almost sure that he was gonna get 50 games. By the way, Adam Silver was talking.
He was like, "We gonna talk about it after the fight." He literally could have said that during the finals, bro.
Real disappointed.
But
I
you
was
know
like,
what?
damn.
He said that. Adam Silver went out and said that because they didn't want to take the tension away from the Denver. And because we all know, I'm gonna be real with you, like, had it been the Lakers, he could have said that during the fucking finals, bro.
Easily.
Because it's LeBron.
Yeah.
So they don't give a fuck, right?
Yeah.
But
LeBron was getting spoken about during the finals. Like,
they were still talking about, bro. Even after the Lakers got swept, bro.
Yeah.
I think it was Michael Malone. They won game 2 not one game 2. They won game 1 of Miami Heat, right? And literally, I think one of the reporters asked him something about like the Lakers or whatever. Someone asked him something about the Lakers, and
You
then
know
just
he was
tight.
sick.
He was just
Like, yo,
sick.
what
They
the
swept the
fuck?
Lakers.
He said, "Why
and
would you
yet
ask
they
me that?"
Still got to talk about LeBron.
Yeah.
And LeBron was talking about he was going to retire. That was so funny, bro. I'm sorry. I just couldn't take it
Listen, I
serious.
fuck with you, Bron, but you knew you wasn't finna retire. Like, I don't feel like he was actually
I think
considering
he did
retiring.
that on purpose.
Yeah.
To get like attention though, like it's LeBron. He's a very strategic guy.
I was gonna
have
say
to
he's a
bro,
business
very
guy
strategic
still.
guy. Yeah.
I'm not a businessman. I'm a
And guess who's in his corner, bro?
businessman.
Rich fucking Paul. It's funny. I saw a documentary on Rich Paul, and like it made me realize like how powerful this guy is, bro. Like this guy eventually, as far as like the sports worlds and the agencies and the management, this guy can virtually almost do anything, bro. Like it's literally insane.
Nah,
like
that's crazy.
He I watched this like it was like a little Netflix series about like I think it was the 2021 draft for Brandon Boston and the whole thing with Terrence Clark and everything like that. R.I.P. Terrence Clark. But they were going through the whole trapping process and like the things he has to go through. Like he has to talk to parents first. Like it's not as just like their kids come in and just getting drafted, whatever. They gotta talk to parents. Like these guys, it's fake a job. Like these guys get interviewed as well too.
Yeah.
Like it's a whole thing. And like granted, if you're like the best player in the nation, like it's one thing. But like these guys, even though they were top guys, like they still had a lot of competition because these guys were lottery picks. These guys were top 10. I think one of them went like in the top 10.
Yeah.
I forgot who. But a lot of these guys had to like kind of fight for a spot. You feel me? And like it made me realize that like the amount of shit that Rich Paul goes into, like whether you like him or hate him, like he's a very smart and strategic man, bro. Like everything he does is like calculated, bro. Like he doesn't fuck up. Most things he doesn't fuck up.
When you do want to make it, you gotta like every move has to be intentional. You can't just do something just to do. It has to be intentional.
Yeah.
So
Nah, I
you
agree
can't-
with that.
Because like you can't waste time.
Like I think some people do make it sporadically, but like I think your string or your longevity is limited. You know what I mean? Because everybody can get lucky, right? Right place, right time.
Yeah.
But I think what you do once you get that boom is very important. Because how many artists have we seen blown up because of a hit? But then they don't have that mindset of being strategic. And they're like, wait, I just winged this. I could wing the rest. But then they fizzle out. So I do think the people who have, at least who are like that or have somebody in their corner who's like that, they're more golden. Because then they're just like, you always have a plan. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you always got a plan, bro. You always got to, especially like, I feel like, yeah, like Brian said, like, it doesn't really matter where you're at. I mean, especially like as you get older, you realize that like your moves become limited.
Yeah.
So you have to be like,
you only have so many more pieces on the chessboard.
You feel me? Like your pawn, you lost like 2 nights. Like you 50 years old, you probably lost 2 nights by now, bro. You
Type
still got
shit.
your queen. You got like 1 bishop and like a rook. You feel me? Like,
Oh, my
and, like,
boy
you can
good.
still
You
win
big on the
'cause
chess.
You're the king, right? You king, right?
Yeah.
So you can still win, but you realize that like you can't just throw your push up out there or like throw one move out there because you might not get it back.
On
or you
God.
might not get an opportunity back.
For sure.
And then when they take your queen away, well, now what?
Exactly.
Now it's just you.
Exactly.
That's crazy.
I like that. I like that analogy.
That was a good one.
I fuck with that, man. I think I should have my own talk show. Let me stop, bro. I'm about to have my own talk show, bro.
I should have my own podcast.
But back to that fucking party. It was dope, and like I like Darty's. I really like Darty's, and that was a really cool vibe. Like I really do appreciate people. That was your show, right?
Yeah. So like
that
I
was your
partnered
show.
with, like I said, Saturday Love. We were like, yo, I want to do a going away party because I was about to be like bi-coastal living in LA. So he was like, yo, let's make you like the second one ever that we're gonna throw. Not ever, but the second one we're throwing starting in the spring. And
It
we
was
did
a
it
good
together.
time, bro. The weather was
Yeah, the
nice
weather
that
was
day.
great.
You,
like,
oh, that
Great
though,
time.
It
that
was so
day,
good. It
like
was
the weather
so
was
good,
fucking
bro.
beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
was
love
good.
shit like that. It was good. Beautiful women. That's a
Beautiful.
great time always.
Motion.
That's a great time
Beautiful
always.
women like beautiful music, bro. And
Exactly.
That's what it is, bro. Tell your friend to tell a friend to tell that friend. Oh my gosh. And then you said LA. How many places have you traveled to?
Well, honestly, I didn't really start OD traveling until this year. I just got my passport. Like I had been like within the country a good amount, but I just started going out of the country. I went to Europe for like a month in March for like
wanna go
the
to Europe
fashion
so
weeks.
fucking bad.
Yeah, it was honestly amazing, bro. Like shout out to Paris. Shout out to all my people in Paris. Like I met so many cool people out there. Like they were spinning my music in the clubs. I
Wait,
met like
you got music, like you got fans in Paris?
I wouldn't say that. Well, like I have supporters, yeah, because
Supporters.
just from meeting people though, and then they ended up checking out my music, and it started to spread like a little bit. You know what I mean? Funny enough, though, a few years ago, like I had realized one of my songs were playing at a playlist that was originating from like a coffee shop in France. So
Okay.
I don't know. Maybe there's some. That's why they love me.
dope.
But I met like this super dope girl that worked at Acne because everybody knows I love Acne. Like, obviously, and she's
Sponsor
a
my boy.
yeah
Sponsor,
type shit. Come on,
sponsor,
son,
sponsor.
stop
Acne,
playing.
Acne,
Actually, y'all invited my mans to the fashion show in Paris, and that's how I went. But next year, y'all gotta invite me because y'all see what's going on.
Y'all see what's
You see the
happening.
drip?
You see what's
Yeah,
happening.
shout out
You
to
see
them
the
though. They
drip?
actually
This
emailed
is-
me
this
last
is
week.
unedited. You see what's happening.
You see what's going on. They emailed me last week though. They're gonna like let me pick up like a magazine for free. So this is baby steps. I appreciate y'all, but need the fashion show next year. But yeah, I met a girl who worked at Acne, gorgeous DJ, and then she ended up inviting me to an event. Got my music, met mad different people out there, and like it felt like a movie. Like I was prepared to like leave my life type shit and go to Paris. Nah, I ain't even going front, bro. I fake was like it was crazy, but I was like, nah, I gotta get back to New York.
I gotta go.
Oh,
I gotta
I
get
might
to
just
the
look out
money.
here. I always wanted to go to Europe.
Europe is a vibe, bro.
Europe is a Veebs.
Nah, it's
I fucking
fire.
love Europe.
And then
I would love Europe. 'Cause I never been there.
Yeah, he's like,
For
I
sure.
fucking love Europe.
To that back.
But then I went to Guyana too, and that was
The Guyanese.
that was eye opening, man. It was beautiful being with my family, just experiencing the culture. It really makes you think about life because, like, you know, I've always had this mindset, like, yo, get your bag up, do these things, then you know, one day you could have like big house, a farm, grow your own food. But it's like you go there and they're already doing that, and they're not these super rich people. Like, it just shows you how simple life can be if you let it.
It puts everything into perspective.
And actually,
Exactly.
I think you going home because your parents from Guyana,
Yeah.
right? You going home reminds you of your power. You feel me?
Exactly.
And I think that's something that we all need to.
Yeah, you gotta go back to your roots.
And it's funny because I think our mutual friend Amon that you
Yeah,
mentioned,
she's big on that.
She's very big on just home culture, and like she's really like pro like Puerto Rico and stuff. And like
Shout out
I
to
guess
her.
shout out to Amon, man. But I guess for her, like it kind of motivates me to like spend some time like back in Grenada because now it's just like she understands her power because she's into
Because
her,
she's into
where
her
she's
roots.
from. You feel me? It's just like if I'm in tune with my roots or I've become more of an effort to be in tune with my roots, then I can be reminded of my own power. And you remind yourself of your power. You feel me? Shout out to Nova to go man to Guyana, man.
Yeah, shout out to all my
man.
family
That
out
was-
there, man. That was a beautiful experience for real.
For real, and stuff. And then you realize how simple life can be. And like, I guess we all got spoiled with just American culture.
And also, most importantly, shit could be worse.
Exactly.
Shit could be way
You
worse.
you just see that like how much like we complain about, bro, and
We
it's
complain
like
about mad
people
shit,
be
bro.
really happy with the
Complain about
most
the minimal.
minimal shit, bro. Like shit is crazy, bro. Shit is definitely crazy, but yeah, like you said, I just think it just puts it into perspective more than anything. But nah, this was good. I think we had a good amount too. That was
We
like
about
40
to-
to 50 minutes.
Yeah, I said we're gonna pause the episode. Hold up, I'm about to go crazy with this fucking bomb real quick. Yeah, I'm not gonna wild out on the sound effects. 'Cause, you know, I ain't gonna say names, but some people complain talking about, hey, he good, but he doing too much. You feel me? But guys, episode 17.
Great episode.
We hit the topics today, man. We
Yes,
talk
sir,
about
Ski.
exes. You feel me?
Shout
we
out
talk
to all
about,
of them.
Shout out to all the exes. Don't be mad. You know, don't be mad. It's not your story. Confidence. Remind yourself of your power. You feel what I'm saying? Noble came with us today, man. Thanks for popping
Amen.
out.
Shout out to
gems.
y'all, man. Shout
Drop
out to the
some gems.
347 podcast, man.
Thank you.
Listen,
Thank you.
subscribe,
Thank
share
you.
wherever
Thank
you are, man. They doing good work here.
Thank you.
Watch the previous episodes.
Yo, bro,
wherever
and
you
what's
listen to
happening on
your
29th,
podcast.
bro?
Yeah,
What
what-
happened
Oh,
on
yeah, the
29th,
29th, man. We have an experiential listening session at the Bowery Electric. It's in the Lower East Side. I'm headlining that night. It starts at 9 p.m. Get there early. I'll basically be playing the album live with a live band, and as soon as we're done, the album will come out. It'll be a great time. There'll be merch there. We have some openers. I'm gonna be doing this with a live band, as well as the beautiful Aya and Ari. They're gonna be helping me with the
Shout out
background
to them.
vocals.
Shout
out to them. So yeah, it's gonna be great vibe. If you
It's
know
gonna
where
be a
Bowery
breeze,
Electric
bro.
is, pull up, man. June 29th,
Yo,
9 p.m.
link in the description, man.
Yeah,
You
link in
already
the
know.
bio,
Link
man.
in the
Link in the
man.
bio.
Honestly, I'm about to start telling people that.
Yo,
This
link
nigga
in
said,
bio.
Did you finish report to it? Link in the bio, man.
Yeah.
Like, report in the bio, bro. It's just in the bio,
Everything
man.
is link in bio.
Link in bio.
Yeah.
Link trees.
Yeah.
Link trees. I definitely want to talk about link trees next. Link trees.
All right,
It's just
y'all.
convenient. You feel me? But all right, y'all. I'm gonna see y'all.
Appreciate y'all.
That's it. Like, comment, subscribe. Episode 18 coming out
Yeah.
soon.
Stream
Where's episode
no-
17? But 18 gonna
Yeah.
come out. We'll see what's happening, bro. We see what's happening.